Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call to this meeting to order. As your mayor, I'm sitting in unofficially so far for Councillor Mike Rayner, who could not be here this evening. So we're going to start this meeting with a resolution to basically give me the authority to chair the rest of the meeting, because the vice chair is away on a vacation. So in the absence of a chair and a vice chair of this committee, I'll be stepping in. I have a resolution. Oh, you want to
read it?
Yeah, please read it there. Yeah.
All right. Moved by myself, second by Councillor Trombetta, that due to the absence of both the chair and vice chair of the Administration Finance Fire Committee, that Mayor Bylsma be appointed as presiding chair for the December 9th, 2019 meeting.
Councillors, you've heard the resolution. Any comments or questions? If you do, you'll be chairing. All those in favor? And that's carried. Okay. Members of the committee, are there any changes in orders of items on the agenda? Seeing none, are there any disclosures of pecuniary and or conflict of interest? There are none, Madam Clerk. There are no appointments or presentations this evening, so we have an opportunity now for the public to address any items on this agenda. Are there any members of the public wishing to address any of the items on the agenda? Ms. Bonanucci. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I thought if you wanted to make a comment on the library, I mean, that's okay. As the chair from planning noted, it's a little bit of a confusing evening, so you know we're all gonna chuckle several times. I'm yet sure. Any other members of the public wishing to speak to any of the items on the Admin, Fire, and Finance Committee meeting? Seeing none. We're moving on to consent agenda items. These items are listed. The listed items are considered to be routine and non-controversial and can be approved by one resolution. The recommendation is that the Admin, Finance, Fire Committee hereby approves the following consent agenda items. Items 1 and 2 be and are hereby received for information. Items 3, 4, and 5 be and are hereby received, and that the recommendation contained therein be adopted, with the exception of, and I'm just going to list them because it's a little bit out of order here. And so number 1 is the information report, WLFD-17-19 monthly update, November 2019. Number 2 is the information report RFIT-28-19 November 2019 budget status report. 3 is the recommendation report RFDC-11 2019 approval of the 2019 annual progress report of the 2018 to 22 multi-year accessibility plan. 4 is the recommendation report RFDC 12-2019 information and privacy policy with its appendices. And 5 is recommendation report RFDC 13-2012 alcohol, drugs in the workplace policy. Any members of the committee wishing to pull one? Then all those in favor, oh, sorry, I need a mover and a seconder. Mover, Councillor Trombetta, seconder, Councillor Riley. There are no comments or questions. All those in favor? And that's carried. There are no communications, so we have a staff report. 8.1 item A 73-19 drainage superintendent Mark Jemison, director of public works recreation Mike DePaula. Recommendation report RFD PW 25-2019 appointment of an engineer Mill Creek. I'm going to go to director of public works for this. Your name's on it, or am I going to go to Mark?
Well, I could. It doesn't matter.
Excellent. Welcome, Mark.
Yeah, I'll have the author of the report talk to it.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So through you, Chairman. So this report is in response to Public Works Report number 20, which was brought forward in October, where Council accepted the petition for drainage works, and we provided notice to Ministry of Natural Resources and Conservation Authority. We didn't receive any commentary, so now Council has to make the decision of whether to appoint an engineer. So the recommendation is to appoint R.J. Burnside Associates to prepare a preliminary report for the Mill Creek.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, do we have a mover? Councillor Riley, Councillor Trombetta, the seconder. All those in favor? And that's carried. And I'm going to make sure I get a hand motion from each one of you because it's very important that we all participate this evening. Great. And that's carried. Thank you. Moving on, other business. Any members of council wish to address items of an informative nature? Councillor Gannan?
There. Just a couple of things that I wanted to point out. A, that the tree lighting was a huge success. B, so was the parade. Wrong notes, but that's okay. Thank you. And great participation from the public. Still things rolling. Oh my gosh.
Are they the right?
No, there's a little wee.
Oh,
This is what happens when you change chairs. So
this is the one?
you can be as organized as possible, and it doesn't work. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that the Community Care Christmas store is open this week. So if you are aware of families who are still in need, it's still time to encourage those who need to be there. It's also not too late if you're thinking about making a donation. I want to mention that the Silverdale dinner is Friday night, and that also is in support of community care. And that next Sunday, the Kiwanis is at it again, and there will be a community carol sing. We started last year and had about 50 people come out. It's at the Legion, 6:30 to 7:30 in the evening, and so it's sort of come for your dessert and coffee and sing a few Christmas carols. So that's it. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for...
Finally getting your notes to your right. Councillor Riley, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I didn't want to pull the one item because I just wanted to chat about it, but I wanted to acknowledge the fire department's efforts during the parade there. They collected about 912 pounds of food and approximately $2,000 worth of, cash donations, and half of which are going to Fort. So I think that's worth noting for those of you who may not be able to, go through the whole report and see it all. So I just wanted to, pay respects to that. As well, I'll mention this time, as Councillor Gannan, myself, and yourself there, Mr. Mayor, on December 3rd, we were able to raise the joint accessibility flag there regarding our community. So I thought that was a pretty nice accomplishment and a really nice addition to our community. So I think that was worth noting as well. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it.
Great. Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Trombetta? And all I would like to add at this point is that Thursday evening we had a nice staff appreciation dinner, and so thank you to those who organized and for those who participated and those who enjoyed it. And those conclude my comments as well for this meeting. Are there any items of new business to add to the agenda this evening? Seeing none, there are no confidential matters, so I declare this meeting adjourned at 6:59.